Okay, now for those who are living with people or who are around others who like to control them and always making them feel some type of way, whereas they gotta walk on eggshells, living with them or being around them. I got a few examples on where I'm coming from with this. Before I explain this, let me say something, man. If you are a person who are like emotional distressed about how people are treating you because they feel you need them, and you're not really liking that, you're uncomfortable about that, it makes you irritated, and you're frustrated, and you're emotionally drained by these people. I ain't got nowhere to go if I snap, or if I say something, or if I don't do what they need me to do around the house or whatnot. Look, stop feeling that way. Stop feeling that way. Let me tell you something. I come from a bunch of relatives who treated me like that throughout my whole teenage years and maybe in my early 20s before God decided to bless me to get my own from that point. And it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing when you living with people. It's not a good thing when someone feel they got control over you. I don't care who they are, your husband, your wife, your landlord, your supervisor. When people feel that they can just treat you any type of way because they have this authority thing over you, you need to get away from them. Or if you can't get away right away, then pray to God and be patient. That's not saying suck up to these people. No. No, you don't suck up to people. Somebody, oh, you got to humble yourself. No, humbling yourself and sucking up is two different things. You can't use the word humble, which is humility, but you that's not saying, with the humility that you have to have, is not saying that you need to suck up to them. Because when you suck up to people, you're not having faith in God. Humility is just saying that humble yourself with going through what you're going through and do whatever you need to do as far as like pay your rent and just humble. Don't snap, don't fret, meaning don't show no frustration. That's not saying to go an extra mile to please them. That's sucking up. When you go an extra mile so you can please man, so they won't treat you some type of way, that means that you're taking your faith out of God and putting it towards them. Now that's a waste of time, and you will be humiliated later if you're doing that. Most authority figures want people to suck up to them because they are miserable. So they feel like, okay, I got the upper hand on this person because they need me. So I can have fun with this person. Years ago, they treated me like crap. And or either, God seek favor on them, but yet they need me. So I'm finna have a ball by treating them like crap. Showing contempt and all this. And we're weak, so we're gonna play the game. I know people say if they gonna be phony, I'll be phony with you. But see, you're not winning being phony with them. You're not winning sucking up to them, playing that game. No, you gain control back by praying to God and asking God to deliver you from these type of circumstances. And you humble yourself by keeping your lip tight and just paying your rent. Now, sometimes that may not even be enough for these authority figures. And I say authority figure because you're in their care. You see how this is sounding? Now this may be the daddy or the mommy in the daughter or the son care. Huh? The mommy or dad might need the son or the daughter to stay with them. They may need to stay with their daughter. They may need to stay with their son. They daughter and their son name is on that lease. Not mommy and dad. They stand with their kids. And guess who got the ups on them? Their kids. The kids is the boss. Now, I'm not saying that they have a right to disrespect their parents, but I'm saying when you are the head of something, you're in control of something, you tend to treat people bad when you're not right with God. And if you are allowing people to treat you like crap and you playing the game by becoming sycophants and suck ups and walking on eggshells willingly, then that's on you. Now, the examples of what I'm saying is, let's just say for instance, if the landlord, like say for, I'm just gonna say for with me or whatever, the landlord, they lock up the doors for the garbage bins. They lock up the doors for the garbage bins. And how you supposed to empty your garbage? So you take the garbage and you throw it outside in the garbage bin. Now, the garbage bin that we have to throw the garbage in, we got to walk maybe ways to the alley all year round. That snow, sleet, whatever, rain. We got to talk. This is every weekend. This is not every day. I'll get back to that later. But like every weekend, we got to do this, right? So, but for some of us, we are short. So we're not able to open up the garbage lid to dump our bag inside the garbage. So we got to go outside, touch this nasty garbage lid and try to open it up and dump it. And that's impossible sometimes because the lid is a big lid where you have to all the way open. So you got to get a stick to push it all the way open. Bing, bing, bing. And it slaps back behind the garbage bin, right? And then you got to toss your little bag in there or a big bag, whatever it is. And see, I'm not doing that. If the landlord, which is the authority figure, chooses to make things difficult for the tenants, then what are we to do? To be comfort in our home while we pay our rent on time and no calls, no problems, whatever. What do you do? So what I do, because I'm not finna play these games with going down here every weekend for 3 days. Sometimes Mondays is locked too, because if it's a holiday, they're not going to open it up because they don't come around on the holidays. So we got Friday evening all the way to Monday or maybe Tuesday for us to appropriately empty our garbages in the building where they can come and just remove the trash. So for the whole weekend, we got to go outside and toss it in the bin by opening up the lid and struggling with that. And that would be impossible sometimes. So I decided to just leave the garbage right there by the bin on the ground. That's right. Let them deal with it. Let the city deal with it. And if they might have got fined for it, then that's still their problem because we have to empty our garbage. And whatever take place outside the building is on them. It's their property. So what? I'm not going to be stressing trying to put garbage in there and the garbage waste. We got to push it and shove it and get sticks and stones and stand on it and all. I'm not doing that. No, you're making my life miserable like that. So I decided to stand up for myself. God gave me authority. And I just sit right there by the garbage bin so they can get it themselves and put it up in there. Get Terry, the janitor, to put it up there. And of course, the garbage truck people, they don't get it. They don't move it because it's outside the bin. I understand that because I used to work for the building myself. I used to empty the garbages 7 days a week for the building. But it's a new landlord, so everything is changed and everything is just shenanigans. So, with me saying all of that, they're mad. They're pissed because I caused them to have to bring back the big bin. Hallelujah. Huh? Yeah. See, they had the big bin out there where you could just toss it up in there. And they come and move the big bin, the big garbage bin, the little long garbage bin where people move and they throw their furniture and stuff in there. They moved that at one point. Now, I'm sure they have to pay for that. Yeah, I'm sure that's something they have to pay for. And the service. So I guess they're mad now, showing contempt because I'm probably the one who made them bring it back out to make things easier for the tenants to throw their garbages in because they choose to lock the bins for the weekend. Hallelujah. Now, should I feel bad about them being mad about me having them to spend money to keep the bin out there because by their choice and their will they refuse to continue to let us throw our garbages in the garbage bin inside the building and made it difficult for us to dump it every weekend outside another garbage bin where we got to get ladders and sticks and pipes and poles? Huh? Now, saying that with an example. No, I do not feel guilty, and no, I'm not walking on eggshells. Not at all. I serve God. See, it takes one person to stand up to cowards who have authority, who chooses to treat people wrong, who chooses to treat people the way they don't want to be treated, but don't care because they feel that they have the authority to do so. Most people wouldn't do what I did because they will be afraid to stand up and make a point about how they're being treated. Well, I ain't got nowhere else to go, so I'm just gonna go on and just keep the garbage in my house for 3, 4, 5 days. What? I just keep it. I just tie it up and just put it in the corner and just wait till Sunday or Monday and then just throw it out. No, I'm not doing that. My garbage get discarded every day, sometimes twice a day, depends on how I'm cooking. No, garbage goes out every day. Huh? So, people, when you are living around or under someone and they decide to just treat you any type of way because they just know they got control over you because they feel that you need them, you have to stand up for yourself. But you have to do it with positive means. This is not saying argue and go back and forth for none of that. Now, see, that may be the reason why they're mad at me. That's the only thing I could think of because they brought it back ever since that happened. And I haven't had a reason to just sit it out there. It's been easy for everybody to just throw their garbages out inside the big bin. See, I made a difference. See, when you do that, people may not like it. Huh? People may not like when you decide to put your foot down for the righteous sake. You know, people like to be fed for the wrong motives and the wrong reasons. They make you uncomfortable to make themselves comfortable. But that's a lie from the pits of hell. You don't have to live like that. You don't have to live like that, huh? If you have a husband who keep talking to you and belittling you and gaslighting you, then get rid. I can't afford no divorce. I don't know. I need him because, you know, I got this. And if I leave, I ain't going to have that. Well, if that's what you choose to do, then kudos to you. But if you a wife who don't want that no more, then leave. Just leave. I don't understand that. I can't afford it. Well, okay, well, stay then. Don't stay with the guy or the wife and then go to work and then blow everybody's ears off about your marital problems. I don't want to hear it if you ain't willing to resolve it. I don't want to hear it. If you don't want to get out that relationship and you know this man is gaslighting you and he's a narcissist and he's making you walk on eggshells and he feel that you need him and you ain't going to be able to have nowhere to stay. You got to go back with your mama and she 90 years old and senile and all that. Then, you know what? That's on you then. You can't make parents. You can't make your kids go to college after they done graduated high school. You cannot make them go. Timmy don't want to go to college. He want to just work. He want to, well, get out my house then. And as long as you in my house, you going to go to school. No, Timmy want to work. Well, get out. Well, that's no problem because I have a job. I can struggle for maybe a few months and then after that I get my own apartment. And guess what else? I can be able to decide to pay for my own school when I decide to go back to school and go to college. I can be able to pay for my own school. I would rather struggle with paying my own rent with my own job and decide to go to school, pay my own education bills, than sit around here and stay up under mommy and dad roof, and while they continue to control me and I'm doing things for them. I don't want to go to school, but if I go to school, if I step under their roof, then I have to go to school and let them continue to control me as a 30-year-old. No, you don't have to live like that. These are narcissistic people. Huh? Well, you know, I like when mommy and dad take care of me. I like it. I'm scared to live on my own. Well, there you go. Be bothered with it. Kudos to you. But see, you can't be going to work neither. Complain about how mommy and dad treat you when you go back home. You can't bring a girl home and you can't bring your boy home and all that. And they complain about you playing video games all night, running up their electricity. I don't want to hear that when you come to work. I don't want to hear that. You said you one man living there. You one man putting up with it. So don't come here blowing off steam about why they treating you as a 30-year-old. Huh? The Temptations movie. I don't know if you all seen that. When Otis, when he was young, he was at the dinner table with his stepdad. His stepdaddy said that he don't want him singing. He said, I want to sing. He said, well, no, I had to kiss butt for you to get this job over in the assembly line. Otis said, well, I don't want to do that. And the stepdaddy got mad. Well, why would you out with it, huh? You kissing butt for somebody else to get a job? Now you look stupid because he didn't want that. He don't want to work. Why you kissing butt for somebody else? See, you did that behind a selfish motive. You did that for your satisfaction so you can look good. Yeah, we all working at the assembly line. It's all running the family. No, now he looks stupid because Otis wants to be a singer. Not only that, but he became a superstar. Huh? Come on. He bought his stepdaddy a car. Huh? See where we going? That stuff don't pay off. What about set it off? When she had sex and did what she did to send her brother to college, and he didn't even want to go to college. He lied to her. He was accepted. He wasn't even never accepted. And she laying up with this old goat, sweaty goat, and humping and all this stuff, and then got the money and see. I want to told the checkup. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to did that, but I'm just saying. See, you did that so he can go to school because really deep down inside, that's what you wanted him to do, huh? But he didn't want to. See, you went through all that, getting sweaty and humiliated and all that, and then tore up the check. Because you was in your feelings because your brother didn't want to go to school. See, we doing things behind selfish motive to look good. We can't make nobody do nothing we want to do. And for the authority figures out there, you need to take control of how you're doing things because God will swipe. He'll swipe whatever you're doing, business-wise, whatever. He'll swipe your whole game, your gig, and everything away from you because of how you're treating people. Because you're a narcissist. I'm talking about anybody who got positions where they feel they can treat anybody any type of way because they feel good when people suck up to them. They feel like they have all this extra control when people walk on eggshells while they treat them like crap. But see, I'm not it. When I know someone is doing things out of spite to feed their ego, I knock them off with a down misunderstanding. They, what? You did that? Who? How dare you? No, you're wrong. What you locking up the garbage bins for and then have the audacity to send notices around on some, and we see roaches and mices and you get a 30-day note. Well, you got to open up the bin so people can throw their garbages away. Miss Sally just said that she keep her garbage tied up and she got 4-5 bags sitting in her corner till Monday. You cannot do that. Huh? When you do that, you're letting everybody know you're a narcissist. You cannot do wrong and say the repercussions for you not doing what I want you to do is going to be consequences if you don't do it this way. We're going to lock up the garbage bins, but if you don't take your garbages out, on the weekend, and then toss it over there, raise it up, do whatever, however you got to do it over there, then we're going to have a problem if you don't move the garbage. And then we have another problem if you don't take it and put it over there, because we don't want to spend the extra money to bring the big bin out. So we're going to be mad if we have, and that's what happened. You don't want to pay people to keep emptying the garbages for the weekend. That's basically why they did it, because they don't want to pay people extra money, I guess, to keep emptying the garbage, because the garbage need to be emptied for 7 days, not 4, not 5, but 7 days a week. Sometimes twice 7 days a week. Like I said, I used to do it. Huh? So you don't want to pay people to do that for the weekend, so you lock it up. And then you turn around and get mad at me because I had you where you had to bring the big bin out to make it easy for everybody to toss their big bags of garbages out. Huh? See? Satan comes in all disguises. You cannot sit here and allow people to treat you any type of way because you feel you need them. No, that's not how we're doing that. People who serve God do just that. We live in quietness. We are led to teach. That's enough alone to become enemies of this world. People already don't like us when we teach the kingdom, when we show reproof by highlighting their shenanigan ways. They don't like none of that. So we are already disliked. But see, when we take control back, when people treat us bad and we stand up to their shenanigans and we slap it back in their face, they really don't like us then. So they find ways and try to manipulate to come back. But we don't do that. We be still. Whatever they do, they can plot and plan a scheme all they want, but we supposed to stand up for ourselves, stand firm in faith, and endure, persevere, and wait on God. That's what he said. He said, be still, do not fret, and wait on him. Don't worry about the plots and schemes of the enemy. I got this. See, now do you have faith in that? Shalom.